And here I thought we were done getting trapped in another dimension after that whole planar spirit business. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Of course.
So now we have to go off and kill some asshole who's keeping their slaves here enslaved. So I suppose we better get to it. I won't let my friends be hurt. Strangers here. No, ghost strangers. Cannot control our actions so long as we wear these cursed collars. We attack them. Attack them and kill them all. People are slaves, mentally as well as physically, controlled despite themselves. All we can offer them is a quick death. Unfortunately, that is true, Chihira.
With vengeance!
So we're going to have to kill a lot of them. And there's 2 down.
So be it. I am your doom.
Okay.
To battle. No regrets.
An ogre got summoned in the middle of that, but it didn't last long. This shows how awesome we are, really. Doesn't it? Now, who do we have that can carry some stuff? Veilgar, I think. This is a bit of loot.
I'm still here.
Around here?
I would like this to be up.
There. No, collect whatever's over there, then that thing. One. There. That should do it. So we'll give Toby the arrows of the ordinary variety, and Nalia the not-so-ordinary arrows. Those and this collar that I would like to get identified. But which we can't identify just yet. It's probably one of their slave collars. Meaning, not worth much in the way of money, but we just sort of want that because we're obligated to, essentially.
Hi.
Speaking of,
Something unique. I bet
check
that
what's
should
over
be
there. Oh, it's another of those collars. I don't know why I'm having Veilgar collect them. I just sort of feel like I should, I guess.
Refusing.
For now...
Can I assist you?
What is this? Other prisoners escaping? Must protect the warden's pet. He'll be angry if anything happens to his favorite. Away with the prisoners. Okay. Well... Okay, that looks like... Yes, salamanders and a Yuan-Ti mage. If you care to follow me over here, where I can take you on with my group where I have the advantage, I would be ever so grateful. Not that Toby probably can't take them on all by himself, mind you, but... You know, may as well do things the way that gives us the advantage.
Ready and able. Just as I thought.
Speaking of, let's quick save, and then I'm gonna try and bait the other salamander over here. There's still a Yuan-Ti mage, but he'll be easier to take on once his cronies are dead. Or is the Yuan-Ti mage all that's left over there? What just happened? What just happened? I think what happened is that Minsk got hit by a confusion spell.
Yes?
Onward
I'm
then.
gonna say everyone else just attack. What just happened?
Nature's servant awaits. It is done.
I don't know, but... It doesn't look like we want to be here.
How can I help?
Okay. Yes, I'm just reloading the game there. Deal with it.
Yes?
That's how... That's all
Of
that I have
course.
to say. Maybe you about that?
You point, I point. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Now, let's see if we can't get the party over here and not step on that thing.
Nature's servant awaits. It is done.
I do not have a good feeling about it. These two can attack.
Feel the backhand of
I await
justice.
you. I am wounded.
Jahira is going to have to take the long route. And then attack.
How can I help?
I'm still here. You've thought
Yeah.
this through.
That.
Yes.
And now Harry
Take a fast pause.
also get over there, I think. Okay,
Swords, not words.
everyone
Great
attack
fun.
the roll, please.
Right move.
I bet that showed the track.
Alright.
Aye? Something you need?
Now,
Fair enough.
a wyvern. Okay. Can we not? I'd rather
Ready and
not.
able.
I'd rather not have to deal with
Yes.
bloody wyvern, but I don't see much of a choice.
Am I needed? I will
May the
do
best among us prevail.
No, Leah. Get your ass over there.
I will do what I must.
Kill the wyvern, please. Oh. Want to kill that ice salamander, yo. Now over to there. We can't do anything
Ready
without
and
Jahira
able.
injured. That's annoying. Toby, drink a potion.
Yes?
And the rest
I
of
will do what I must.
get over there and start killing these crones.
With vengeance.
Glory will be ours today.
Now go for the
Great
thrall,
fun.
who is apparently inside a magic barrier or something. Goodbye, thrall.
Something you need.
Now, I still can't bloody select
Ready
Jahira.
and able.
Just kill the ogres and we can be done with this.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay. Jahira's kind of gone a little bit psycho right now. So we'll have to wait for that to wear off, looks like. Okay, it's worn off. We're in an okay place right now.
I can hear you well enough. It shall be as you
So,
say.
Baldur, time for looting. But, since I'm pretty sure that's just their slave collars, I can ignore it from here on out, I think. We'll just take the other stuff. I think I will check what... Oh, it's just chainmail armor, so... No need to bother grabbing that then. And that's all the loot over here we're gonna want. Give Toby the potion. That's gonna be replacing the one that we chugged down. Plenty of stuff that needs to be identified, but not anytime soon, I don't think.
Yes?
So, Jaheira. Actually, no.
I'll
You
help
don't have
however I can.
good enough healing spells right now, but that's right, we didn't rest and give Aerie her new set of spells yet, so we're gonna have to do that soon if we're pretty beat up. We should probably rest and give everyone access to their new spells.
Yes? Oh,
At
yes!
first, it's time to get that orb here, which I think is the thing we're here for in the first place. No, that's just the Wyvern's Perch. My bad.
Just as I thought!
Master of Throws. Okay,
I am ready.
Jaheira,
I go.
you stay back.
I am your doom!
Everyone else can attack. Now please follow, that way we can kill you on our terms.
Yes?
It's a good thing these monsters are just fucking
Something is wrong
dumbasses,
here.
isn't it?
This weapon has no effect. This weapon has no effect.
Toby, stop saying your
Something
weapon
is
has no
wrong here.
effect. You're obviously hitting it. Or one of our group is, and nobody has
To the task at
weapons more special than anybody else's, so that didn't make no sense. We killed those couple now, so I should be able to draw the master over into fighting us now. But before I do that, Aerie has gone and leveled up, so we need to see to that. So, what has she got out of this? Wand saving throw reduced by 2, polymorph saving throw reduced by 2, breath weapon saving throw reduced by 2, spell saving throws reduced by 2, 1 additional level 3 spell, 1 additional level 4, 1 additional level 5, 1 more hit point, and lore increased by 3. Honestly, for Aerie, the fact that her hit point gain is so low is actually not something to be bothered about. Because she's a mage. She's going to be at the back of the party most of the time, casting spells. And she's also a cleric, so she's going to be healing us. Sure, she has a staff and I have her hitting things some of the time, but she's mostly just there for support, so the fact she doesn't have a ton of hit points isn't as important as it would be with some other people. Oh. She has some additional spells. Let's see if we can add a few things. Dispel all protections 5th level and lower. Seems good. We do run into a lot of enemies with spell protections after all. And stone skin. Just sort of make up for the fact that she can't wear armor, being a mage and all. Minor spell turning. Domination. I'm actually gonna give that to Aerie, just for the heck of it, really. Now, did she get any additional cleric spells? No, shoot, that's right, she wouldn't have because she leveled up as a mage, not as a cleric. Don't know what I was thinking there. Though she should level up as a cleric again pretty soon, based on that. Hopefully. But now we got out of the way.
Something you need.
We
As you will.
need to bait the master of thralls into fighting us. Get your ass over here. I would like
Ready and
you
able.
to be getting your ass beat by us.
Please, let me help.
And Nalia. How about you try and cloud kill him?
I don't like the looks of this!
Or maybe not.
Not good.
That went pretty well, actually. And Nalia has just leveled up.
Yes?
We have
Of
2
course.
paralyzed party members, but that should wear off soon enough. Jahira, you can gather the loot
I await
on this
your move.
occasion.
I am willing.
Since you have the emptiest inventory. That's not anything we actually need. Orb and quarterstaff. Alright then. What's up with this orb? Did we need an orb or something? I can't remember. Can't identify it with Aerie, and probably won't be able to with Nalia either.
I wouldn't dream of refusing. Something you need. Whatever I can do to help.
Toby, have a look there. Was there anything important? There was not. I don't know what that orb is, honestly, but I want to know. It looks important.
Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
You have killed the master. You have killed him. In Clandon's axe, I thought such a thing not even possible. Okay then, can you tell me where his control device is? Or what it is, rather. The orb. I cannot touch it so long as I wear this collar, but if you wish to destroy it, you can. You must take the orb to the room south of here with the magical brazier in the center. The flames will surely destroy the orb and free all the thralls here in the process. I must flee before the warden discovers that the master of thralls is dead. Please, destroy the orb if you are able. I beg you. Well,
We are all
we know
heroes.
what that orb is
You
now,
and
then.
Boo and I, hamsters and rangers everywhere, rejoice!
So I don't really need to identify it, I suppose. Aerie, cough it up. And now, I assume the brazier he was talking about is that thing there, so I'm gonna head over to that and try and destroy the orb with this. At first, I will save the game, just in case this turns into a boss fight or some such. So, Toby, you have your orb, now toss it the hell in there and see what happens. Because that always goes great. And it glows with a searing heat. An arm reaches from the fire as if waiting to grasp something and draw it in. We place the orb in the hand and watch as it's drawn into the searing heat. For a moment, nothing happens. Then we hear a cracking noise and the orb bursts. That's about 25,000 experience for the party as a whole. And from what I'm seeing in the event thing, we have what's basically a rebellion going on right now. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Ready and able.
Just name what you want.
And destroyed the orb. Mr. Dwarf Man is undoubtedly going to be quite happy. So I'm gonna head over in this direction.
Nature could find a home here if it were properly
explored
cleansed
yet.
and balanced.
But before I head in that direction, we're going to level up Nalia. She has an additional proficiency slot. I'm going to put one more for her into the short bow. Well, I would if it would bloody let me, but apparently that's not a thing I can do. Oh well. So, this gives Nalia a bunch more spell slots, one more hit point, 3 more lore, and 1 weapon proficiency. So... what can we give her? I can't make Nalia level 2 proficiency in anything, apparently. Though, this reminds me of something I've always been kind of curious about. Does two-handed weapon style include the bow? Because bows do require 2 hands to use, so do you get bonuses in bow usage for two-handed weapon style? I've never really been able to find much of an answer to that, and I'm not going to put points into it today. I will give her a point in single weapon style, though, because Nalia's backup weapon is a short sword. She may as well get decent skill with that. Nice. But now, I'm going to give Nalia a couple more spells where she can have them. Polymorph self. That you turn into an animal. It's kind of a rather druidy thing more than anything else, but it seems useful. And conjure lesser earth elemental. Be the next one. Then I'll get rid of one of her cloud kills. And exchange that for sunfire. Level 6, she can have 1 spell. Let's see, what do I want? Contingency. Curious. There's always chain lightning. That one seems pretty good. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm also rather tempted by wyvern call. It's definitely one of those that I would like to have at my disposal. Ah, screw it. Nalia gets wyvern call. Now all we need is for her to find herself a level 7 spell slot, because we have quite a few of those. A handful of which would be kind of nice to have at my disposal. Hello, limited wish. When can I use you? Oh. let's check and make sure everyone's spells are as I want them. Nolly and Airy are good. How are you on this, Jaheira? You're fine. Perfectly fine. As is Minsk. So now we are going to rest, heal ourselves up, and memorize our new spells before we head on and confront the boss of this place, essentially. Or apparently, we may not rest at this time. Just pressing the button enough did the trick, apparently.
Yes?
So I'll have Toby go ahead and bait this warden or whatever to follow him
I'm
back.
so happy you brought me with you.
Hopefully
I
that
never
works
imagined
out.
that we would be doing such great things.
A couple of UNT mages. Well, a UNT mage and a Salamandi. Come on. Come on, little boy. Die.
You
That was
wouldn't
nice
hurt a
and
gnome,
fast.
would you?
You have defeated the warden and freed us all. If you had some better way to thank you, my lord, but I have little doubt you will find a way to return home on your own. Please accept my most heartfelt thanks. The thralls who once imprisoned here shall always remember you. Wait, so
Every
the
house
warden was
live by the sword.
defeated.
Live a
What
good
happened?
long
What even happened?
time.
I don't understand. Okay. Well,
I wouldn't
from
dream
what
of
little I
refusing.
did see, I am going off of the assumption that the
I'm still
warden
here. I'll get on it right
To
away.
battle with
was
no regrets.
overwhelmed by the thralls who somehow managed to kill him while I was still off preparing. That's honestly the only thing I can think of. Well,
Armored, sharpened, and raring to
And-
feel the
to be honest,
Not good. Who says what?
I'll get to that in a second.
A good hit.
Okay.
Stand back
Down you
for
go.
justice. You point, I punch.
He's dead, and Toby is a little bit on the berserk side right now. Or he was.
Something you need.
Anyways,
yes.
as I was saying before, that interrupted me and forced my concentration to divert. Well, I'm a little bit annoyed that I wasn't able to kill that warder
Ready
myself.
and able. Just as
I
I
won't deny that I think it's kind of awesome that these thralls were able to deal with it themselves, and it is admittedly pretty cool that something like that can happen.
Swords,
I
not
waited
words.
around and
See battle bow.
they
Run, bow,
just
run.
took matters into their own hands rather than waiting for the protagonist to do stuff. I always like it when games do that, where the entire world doesn't just revolve around you, and things will resolve themselves, even without your presence. It's always been something I kind of liked. And I do rather like it here. Even if from a gamer's perspective, it's not particularly great, because I like being able to fight and kill things myself. You have nothing in there that I want, so no.
Yes. Onward then.
But I just want to say, that's really kind of cool. I do rather like the fact that things in this situation resolve themselves without my input. Although, to be fair, a lot of that was undoubtedly a result of the random dice rolls going in favor of the former thralls rather than the warden, but even so. And apparently if we come in that cell without the planar prison key, the defensive magics will destroy us, so... let's not go in there without the key. That strikes me as a rather dumb thing to be doing, if going in without it would destroy us.
Ready and able. Of course.
You have known us for so short a time, and yet you have bought our freedom with blood. My child, my friend, it is a debt I can never repay.
Okay, sorry about that. My microphone was acting weird, so I had to Alt-Tab out to restart it. But our quest has been updated. We've rescued them from the planar prison. Now we must go before the Duke marshals his forces. I will use what powers I have remaining to open another conduit. Are you ready, Herr Dallas? And everyone gains 44,000 experience. Nice.
Miss Raelis, I cannot come with you. Not this time.
No? No more plays, Herr Dallas? No more theater? I wish I could, Raelis, but I am just another moth come too close to your flame. To love you is to smother that flame in my own death. I shall not do it. Don't be a fool, Herr Dallas. There was no mystery writer of our play. I wrote A Comedy of Terrors. It was mine. I brought all of this upon us. I know, Miss Raelis. You'll have my heart forever, but I must do as I must. Once Toby will let me travel with him for a time. But the Prime beckons this sparrow regardless. And go, my lovely Herr Dallas. Remember us fondly in your musings, and you, Toby, go with my thanks, and take yon lovely moth with you. That's 2 level ups. And it's time for us to go back to our own dimension.
This sparrow is ready to fly. At your command, of course.
So, my raven, the Prime is a playground for us both. Shall we journey together to marvel in its glories? I'm afraid not. I think that we should perhaps go our own way for now. Maybe we will meet again later. So be it. I will linger with the Prime here for a short while yet. Should you change your mind soon, my raven, you can find me in the tavern alone. Okay.
Why must we always be fighting? All I see is bloodshed and battle, and it drains me. Do you not yearn for a life of peace and contemplation?
Yes. Yes, I do, Aerie. Nothing would please me more than to stop all this violence, but unfortunately, it seems to find us. And if we were to just stop, that would be the equivalent of laying down and letting our enemies kill us. And yet it continues on and on. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I feel so empty inside. Aww.
Yes.
I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again about a bajillion times, but I just can't help but feel bad for Aerie. I really can't. Everything must be coming so fast for her. It's got to be quite the shock. Everything that's going on at the moment, really.
Whatever I can do to help.
So, I can't see Ares being annoying, despite what a lot
You
of
must
people
gather your party before
and
venturing forth.
Even though I can't
You must
see
gather your
where
party
that
before
impression
venturing
might
forth.
come from, I just feel bad for her, really. Okay. Well, we've had a couple of level ups now. From Toby and Velgar. We'll do Velgar first. Thaco reduced by 1. Couple of priest spells. 3 hit points and 1 lore. Seems legit. Now Toby's turn. We gain 25 skill points to distribute. 1 additional hit point and 3 extra lore. That's kind of pathetic as far as hit point gains go. Especially considering Toby's doing a lot of the front lining around here. I am going to put our open locks up to 105 and find traps to 110. That'll be my distribution for this time around. But now,
Just name what you want.
after that particular adventure, I think we all need a bit of rest, relaxation, and how
Helping
should I
others
put
and
this?
doing good things.
A lack of excitement and adventure for a little while. So, what we're going to be doing now is we'll be heading out of the city to the Arnice Keep, and Toby's just Toby and the gang are just sort of going to relax for a while. We will
Of course.
kick back and relax in the keep and just spend a few days unwinding, I think. Because after 2 interdimensional planar travel adventures in the last few days, suffice it to say that we are wound up tighter than a ball of yarn. And we could really do with some relaxation. Let's be totally honest.
You must gather your party before venturing
That's
forth.
the in-character explanation. The role-playing reason is that I really just want to finish the Stronghold questline before we go off to rescue Imwin. Just in case, for whatever reason, we're not able
I wouldn't
to
dream
finish
of
it
refusing.
after we hand over our gold to the Shadow Thieves. Struggling to think of the words there for a second. So I just want to finish these off before we go off and do that. So first things first, let's speak to Major Domo and see if there's anything we
Greetings,
can do.
Your Grace.
There's a man who's been waiting for some time for an audience with you. Shall I admit him or send him away? Do you know what he wants? That information you gave me isn't really very informative, if you know what I mean. I am unsure, my lord. Claims to be a cleric of Tempest, but comes across as rather the burly and uncouth sort. He says he will only speak to you. Very well, show him in. May as well get the business out of the way before we get down to rest and relaxation.
Hello.
Ho, how does it go with you, my lord? I trust all is well. Ha! You must be wondering what someone like me is doing here, yes? My name is Bolomir, priest of Tempest, the god of battles. Hahar. It has been some time since I have rested my feet in any place, to tell the truth. I've been wandering for many a year now. And I do be hearing of a great battle that was done in this place. Trolls defeated, a land liberated, It stirs my heart to hear of such valiance. Traveling does wear on me, to tell the truth. I've come to ask if you've a chapel that a priest of Tempest might set himself up in, bring the good word to the folk of this area. What do you say, eh? If my manner does not strike you as offensive, I would be glad to be chaplain of your wee keep here. This cleric, although I know his name, I recall a word or two about him. I understand he was ejected from his last parish in a village to the south in Tethir. Aye, that be a truth, what the small man says. I do not claim to be a nice man, only a pious man. And the church he speaks of was simply not to my liking. I can help your people here much while I stay, but I do not promise to stay for long. Either you accept me or you don't, my lord. That is your choice, and I'll not begrudge it you. Well, if you accept him, the family chapel in their lower level is unacceptable. The small chapel on the floor above us would serve. It is up to you. Very well. We'll put him up in the chapel for now and see how it goes. Toby's not unreasonable. He has no reason to believe this guy is got anything wrong that we need to worry about, and sure, he was ejected from his last church, but it could have been just as he said, a mutual difference of opinions, and he agreed to leave. That doesn't mean there's anything sinister about it, so we're just gonna let him stay and see how things go. We can always eject him later if necessary. Ah, you're a good sort, my lord, as I suspected you were from the stories. It will be good to have a place to preach the word of Tempest once again, truly. I will show you then, too. Don't bestir yourself, laddie. I can find it just fine. You can come speak to me any time, Lord Toby. Any of me services I'll be glad to offer if you've the need. Okay.
Something you need?
Now, we're gonna get a little bit of rest and recuperate from our last few adventures. And then we have some items that need to be identified, I think. Identify the chain armor. Melodic chain +3. Only usable by bards, so that would have been the armor that we'd give to Herr Dallas if we put him in our party, which we're not. I'm going to identify that. I'm going to identify. I'm going to sell that armor, as well as a lot of other stuff. Wand of Cloudkill. We'll have a lot of stuff to sell pretty soon. Not much I can say for sure. Let's see. We have a lot of gems that need identification. Let me count here. 1. Here, we've got a couple of wands on us I'd like you to hold on to. Not halberd, shaft. Let's see what, if any of these, that we can have Nalia identify. That would be none. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of identification that needs to be done. So as I said, we'll be here for a few days.
Oh,
Greetings,
yes.
Your Grace.
Nobody here to see me? No. So as I said, we're just basically going to hang around the keep for a while and identify some items and the like, and essentially just recover from our trip, because we definitely need some recovery time. I'll go and do a bit of selling and the like after we've identified everything, but for the time being, we're just going to rest here for a bit. Now, identify the halberd shaft. Emeralds identified. We're going to be selling quite a few things, I think. Star sapphires. Ooh. Very nice looking. Let's see. Can you identify this? Longsword +1. Longsword +1. Alright. Now. That's another longsword +1. As you can see, we ran into quite a few longswords +1 on our little trek. And a warhammer +1. Can't identify the harp like that. Identify that. That's not something that Nalia can identify because she's out of identification spells. Necklace of Form Stability. +5 bonus to all saves versus polymorph. Might be useful, I'm not totally sure. Let's see, right. Can you identify this? Nope. Alrighty. Toby can take a few things, so that these two have more space for identifying items. Vagyar, or Valyar, whatever. Vaelgar, that's right. I keep mispronouncing his name for whatever reason, but you can also hand out some stuff. Oh, that we can have it identified. Nalia, hand over your necklaces. And let's check and see if anyone else... Nope, nobody else has magic stuff on them. And we'll check and see if either of these two can identify anything of what they've got right now. without the need for an identification spell. Bracers of defense. That's good. Let's see who needs bracers. Minsk has some. Jahira does. Everyone but Vaelgar has bracers right now. I don't think I'm going to give him any right now. As Toby sees it, Vaelgar hasn't proven himself worthy of any such equipment. So now, we still have quite a lot of items that need to be identified. Get some more rest.
Ready and able.
While we're at it, we should talk to Major
Just as I
Baldur.
shall grace.
And a little bit of identification. Ring of Protection +1. Armor class and saving throws. I'm keeping that for the time being, I think. We will see what we end up actually doing with it. Medium shield +1, useless to us since no one in the party uses a bloody shield. Identify the longsword. Ajatha the Drinker. Immune to charm and domination spells. Each hit heals the wielder of 1 hit point of damage. That go +2 bonus. 1d8 +2. Let me check something. No, Toby's currently wielding 2 longsword +1s. Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed see. Indeed see, indeed see, indeed see. Congratulations, Toby. You get a new sword.
Yes? Onward
Greetings, Your
then.
Grace.
Okay. More identification. This dagger would be useful, to be honest, but no one in our party actually makes use of daggers, so I'll probably just sell it. Identify the wand, please. The Wand of Lightning. And we're getting pretty close to having identified all of our items. So, rest again. Yes, it's just a case of identify rest, identify rest. Gold has been placed in my keep.
May I ask you for your opinion on something?
Okay, Vaelgar, ask away. What's your opinion on redemption? And one who has committed evil acts ever become good again? I take it you're referring to Lavok. I've thought on his death much, and it raises a question to me. I had thought that evil, true evil, was absolute. Now I am unsure if such a thing exists. Yes, I think that we all have the opportunity to redeem our actions. We are judged according to what we do. That seemed very optimistic of you, Toby. I wonder if that is truly so. Well, Toby certainly thinks so. That much is for sure. Potion of invulnerability. Toby can put that in his potion bag. Airy. Harp of Discord.
Mm-hmm. To
Greetings,
the task
Your
at
Grace.
hand.
Oh. Once more into the breach. Nolly has just this one last item to identify. So tell me what this quarterstaff is. Staff of air +2. 3 more for Airy though, so we'll need to rest one more time. Gauntlets of weapons skill. Curious. Usable by anyone. Now, rest. And let's have these two identify their stuff. Rod of Resurrection. We have a special item that can resurrect someone from being dead on one occasion. That would be useful. Also, a very handy short sword, but one that can't be used by mages, so freaking useless to us because it's both Nalia and in the future Imoen are mage thief class, so it's going to be worthless to them. Now though, I'm just going to rest one more time in order to get all of our spells back for future usage. And my thieves have returned from their missions, so I'll have to go and check on that soon.
Greetings, Your Grace.
There's nothing going on
Ready
at
and
the
able.
moment with
Of course.
the keep, though. So, I think we've rested up enough. So, it's time for us to get back into the action. We are going to go... I'm going to go back into Azkatla now, and we'll do a little bit of selling. Because I have quite a bit of loot from those last few missions that needs to be dispensed with. We're up to about 26 grand, and if what we sell gets me enough gold, I might actually plunk down the cash to get Jaheira some new armor. Because right now she's sitting on this chainmail +1. And we could do with getting her some nice armor. So that is what I will probably do if we can make enough money. After that, it will either be on to the Unseeing Eye quest, or possibly we may just decide not to bother with that and to immediately spend the gold on the Shadow Thieves and saving Imoen, because I get the feeling we're approaching the point where we want to be doing that. But I'm not really sure if we want to do it right now. But we are fast approaching the point where I think we want to move on.